Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, let's get started. Tell me about yourself.
Well, right now I'm a student. I attend Hofstra University and I'm a sophomore, and I'm an accounting major. My ultimate goal is to take this 5 year program and to hopefully become a CPA one day. Now, accounting isn't something that's particularly new to me. It's something I've actually been studying for a while. In my sophomore year of high school, my parents actually convinced me to take some accounting courses. They thought it would suit me well. And it turns out they were right. I really enjoyed taking those courses, and for that reason, I decided to take it a step further, and that's why I'm pursuing it in college. I think it's a very worthwhile opportunity. And another important thing about me is that growing up, I've always played sports. So I'm very familiar working with others. I'm good at working in a team, and I'm also good at stepping up into a leadership role where possible.
What would you say are some of your strengths?
I would say that my biggest strength is working with numbers. Numbers have always been something that have fascinated me. Ever since I was little, I've always been intrigued with numbers and how they relate to one another and why they're relevant in the grand scheme of things. And another important strength of mine is that I'm good working with others. I'm typically good at working with people because I can communicate well, cooperate, and I'm pretty good at reading people as well.
What would you say are some of your weaknesses?
I'd say that my biggest weakness is that I'm a bit of a perfectionist. When I'm doing something, I need to do it right and do it exactly right to every little detail. So, a way I've kind of worked past that recently is that I've learned to prioritize a lot better. Instead of letting one minor thing that's not going to matter as much drive me crazy and cloud my judgment in other areas, I've learned to just focus on what's important and get that done.
Why are you looking for an internship?
Well, the biggest reason I'm looking for an internship is because I really want some experience in the field. I think this is a great opportunity to get my feet wet and introduce myself into the industry. And considering that I want to pursue a career in accounting, I think this would be a good start to see if this is something that I enjoy and want to do for the rest of my life.
How'd you hear about this position?
Well, in one of my classes, we were actually assigned to look up job listings. And growing up on Long Island, just outside the city where the company's headquarters are, I've really become pretty familiar with Thomson Reuters. And I've seen how it's a very recognizable corporate brand, how it's a multinational firm, and how it employs thousands of people. So I actually found it very intriguing when I stumbled upon this, and I thought it'd be something definitely worth looking further into.
Uh, do you have any questions for me?
Well, I definitely have a few questions. My first one would be, what's the corporate culture like? Is it more professional? Is it more laid back? Things like that. And another question that I had for you is, how much do you feel you've really learned here? Has it been a very enriching experience for you? And lastly, I wanted to know, what do you think the biggest challenges of working here are?
That's it.